Hey guys, we have talked about SCHD so many times on this channel that it's getting a little ridiculous, right? But there's got to be other ETFs out there that are better than SCHD or comparable to SCHD. And in today's video, we're going to talk about 5 different dividend ETFs that are not SCHD. Today we're going to be looking at the expense ratios. We'll be looking at the dividend yields and even the performances over the last 3, 5, or even 10 years, just depending on how old some of these ETFs are. So let's get to it. Hey guys, my name is Steve, and I run the Frugal Expat website, where we try to help people to save more and invest better. So if you like this content, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll continue to create great content to help you do better. Let's get to it. We're going to be talking about 5 different ETFs that are not SCHD. Our first dividend ETF is going to be SPYD, which is the Spider Portfolio S&P 500 High Dividend ETF. SPYD tracks a portfolio of 80 different high dividend companies on the S&P 500. Now, it's got a dividend yield of about 4.50%, and the reason I kind of like it, it's got a high dividend yield. The expense ratio is about 0.07%, and it's got a share price about $42 to $43. Now, this has only got, like I said, 80 different holdings, and in these holdings, you have Philip Morris, AT&T, and Hasbro, and they only make, in these top 10, only make up 18% of the portfolio. So the entire portfolio is pretty well diversified. All right, with these 80 holdings, you have about 23% in real estate, you have about 18.50% into utilities, and you have some great companies overall. Now, this ETF in the last 5 years has averaged about 13.55%. It hasn't been around for 10 years, so we don't have that average, but it's got a pretty good performance over the long term. So that is a good ETF. If you're looking for a high yield, if you're looking for a low expense ratio, and a pretty good share price of about $42, $43, well, SPYD could be that ETF for you. All right, let's move on to our next dividend ETF. Our next dividend ETF is going to be DGRO, and that's the iShares Core Dividend Growth ETF. Now, this ETF does have an expense ratio of 0.08%. That means it costs about $8 for every $10,000 invested. Now, it's got a yield of about 2.24%, so it's one of the lowest on this list. If you're fine with that, well, it's got a great performance overall. Now, this ETF does have about 417 different holdings, and it looks for companies that have consistently grown their dividend year upon year. Now, it's got a dividend growth rate of about 12% over the last 10 years. In some of the last 5 years, it's a little bit lower than that, but that's okay. The last 10 years is doing pretty good and growing that dividend rate. Now, it's got about performance of about 13.17% over the last 5 years average, and 11.37% averaging over the last 10 years. So it's doing pretty good for the total performance overall. Now, this ETF does have a lot of technology, and it's also got a lot of financials a part of it. Now, about 22.5% is in technology, while about 19% is in financials. It's got some of the top companies like Microsoft, JP Morgan, and Broadcom making up this great ETF. Now, when we're looking at some great ETFs, most people think of SCHD, and the second one that comes to mind is DGRO. So that's why we put it on this list. Now, this is a great dividend ETF if you're not looking for particularly good yields, but you're looking for some more performance. DGRO is a great dividend ETF to buy and hold for the long term. All right, let's get on to our next dividend ETF. Our next dividend ETF is going to be VYM, and VYM is the Vanguard High Dividend ETF. Now, it's got an expense ratio of about 0.06%, which means it costs about $6 for every $10,000 invested. Now, the share price is sitting at about $128 to $129, so it's a little bit more expensive than most of these on this list, but it's still a great dividend ETF to buy and hold. Now, it tracks looking for high dividend paying companies to be a part of this portfolio, and the portfolio's got about 590 different companies. So if you want a lot of different diversification, a lot of different companies that pay high dividends, well, this ETF could be it. Now, the yield is sitting at about 2.86%, which is much higher than DGRO but lower than SPYD, but it's still close to 3%, so that's not so bad. It's got 21% of its holdings sitting in financials, with about 14% sitting in healthcare. there. So it's got companies like JP Morgan, ExxonMobil, Broadcom, and Walmart. So these are some of the companies that are in the top 10 holdings of this ETF. Now, the performance of the long term has been about 13.31% average for the last 5 years and about 9.67% over the last 10 years. So it doesn't have as good of average as DGRO, but it's got a better yield. And so if you're looking for a little bit better yield, you're looking for more companies, VYM could be a great ETF to buy and hold for the long term. All right, let's get on to our next ETF. Our next dividend ETF is going to be DIVB. Now, DIVB is the iShares Core Dividend ETF that focuses on high dividends and share buybacks. Now, this is kind of like DGRO, but it's a little bit cheaper and it's got a little bit more yield. So it's got an expense ratio of 0.05%, meaning it costs about $5 for every $10,000 invested. So it's cheaper than SCHD. Now, it's got a dividend yield of about 2.67%, which is pretty good, and a dividend growth rate of about 15% over the last 5 years. It has a share price of about $48, making it much cheaper than DGRO, so it's a good one to kind of buy and hold for the long term. Now, the difference between this one and DGRO is this one's got a little bit more tech. So it's got about 411 different holdings with about 27% in tech and about 20% in financials. Some of the top holdings are going to be IBM, Cisco, and JP Morgan. And the performance is pretty good over the long term, which is averaging about 15.55% over the last 5 years. Now, this is a newer ETF, so we don't have 10-year data to kind of compare it to some of the other ones, but for the last 5 years, I mean, 15.55% is pretty good. I mean, if you're asking me. So if you're looking for a good performance, a cheap expense ratio, pretty cheap share price, and a pretty good dividend of 2.67%, well, DIVB could be that ETF that you could buy and hold forever. All right, let's get on to our last dividend ETF. Now, this last dividend ETF I saved for the last because it's got a great performance, it's got a pretty good yield, and it's got a pretty good cost. So let's get to it. Now, our last one's going to be FDVV. Now, FDVV is the Fidelity High Dividend ETF, and it's got a price around 48 to about 50 bucks. Now, the reason I like this is because it's got a high performance, but let's get to that lastly. Now, its expense ratio is sitting at about 0.16%, which means it costs about $16 for every $10,000 invested. Now, this is the most expensive on this list, but with it, you get a little bit better performance. Now, the yield is sitting at about 3.02%, which is one of the highest on this list besides SPYD, and it's got a pretty good performance over the long term. It's got about 121 different holdings with about 24% in technology and about 19% in financials. Some of the top holdings that make it up are Microsoft, Apple, and Nvidia. It seems kind of like a tech ETF, but it's not. A lot of the top 10 is in about technology, and then you have a lot of blue chips as a part of this. So it's looking at high dividend paying companies over the last 12 months, and so that's why it's got good yield, and that's why it's got probably a good performance. And the performance of the last 5 years average is about 17.21%, which means it is the highest performing ETF on this list, and it beats the likes of SCHD and DIVB. So if you're looking for a good performance, if you're looking for a high yield, and you don't mind the expense ratio of 0.16%, then FDVV could be that dividend ETF for you. All right, those are 5 great dividend ETFs that I have just pointed out that are not SCHD, and these are great ones that you can buy and hold. Some of them have better yields than SCHD. Most of them have great performances, and over the long run, you can't do wrong with adding any one of these. So let me know in the comments, do you own any of these dividend ETFs? What other dividend ETFs do you think I should be talking about on this channel? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in our next video.